The latest headline news story is Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle supposedly passing just yesterday. Very famous director, producer, writer in Hollywood. You're not going to make it big in Hollywood unless you're a Freemason. In many very big name movies throughout his career, and of course being an actor himself. According to the official news story, it was his son Nick Reiner that is responsible. I'll just put it in these terms, using sharp instruments. And now he's in custody. Here's a photo of the family all together at her dinner table. Obviously, Rob Reiner, Michelle, and the three siblings. And right in the middle is Nick Reiner wearing the black and white for Freemasonry hat. Of course, the Nike swoosh for Saturn. And just interesting enough, just take a look at the name, Nick Reiner, and you get your 33 when it comes to consonants. More numbers as we move forward here, but let's take a look here. Once again, always a numbers game. And here is the profile with this one fandom website regarding The Simpsons, and he played a character in The Simpsons. But more importantly here, take a look at the details. I blotted out a few things here, but bottom line is, again, it's always the numbers game. And as you see, around 3:30, of course, the number 33 is always prevalent with these world stage news stories. And also, I find it interesting, his home in Brentwood. What does this remind you of? And some might call it his home, his mansion. But it reminds me of the O.J. Simpson story, as you see here. Obviously with Nicole, and the same exact scenario, the way that Nicole was removed from the world stage, and again I'll just say with sharp instruments. And here is OJ's Brentwood estate, his mansion. So you have your commonality. It's like history repeating itself once again. Why does history repeat itself? It's because the ones that write history love to repeat it. And that gets into the predictive programming aspect with this whole entire news story. Like they always do, they're going to tell us what's going to happen before it happens. This is just 2 months prior with Rob Reiner's interview on CNN. And just take a look at the time. 11:09 in the City of Angels with CNN. Take a listen to what is said here. And again, he's telling us what's going to happen before it happens. Let's take a listen.
Well, Rob Reiner, thank you for joining us today. We really appreciate you being here.
And by the way, this may be the last time you ever see me because, you know, there's only a couple of us that are speaking.
And the interview stops there. But the bottom line is, this whole entire time he was talking about Jimmy Kimmel, his good friend, and as always, going after Donald Trump. And this is what I find pretty bizarre. But then again, this is the world stage with Donald Trump. Again, I blotted out some things that are not pertinent, not that relevant. With Donald Trump's post on Truth Social, when he talks about specifically Rob Reiner, and obviously, for those that know anything about Rob Reiner, he constantly goes after Donald Trump. And to be very concise with this post by Donald Trump regarding Rob Reiner, reportedly due to the anger he has caused others through his massive, unyielding, and incurable affliction with mind-crippling, blotted out, known as Trump derangement syndrome, sometimes referred to as TDS. He's known to have driven people crazy by raging obsession of Donald J. Trump. And obviously with this post by Donald Trump, this is meant to incite the liberals to keep the fire burning, to keep the hate alive. The bottom line is, this story, that's all it is a news story, is just simply world stage theater. Definitely more to come. And this is going to drag out with the trial, just like we had with, obviously, O.J. Simpson in the whole Nicole Simpson episode. Stay tuned. Definitely more to come.
John, chapter 9, verse 25. Whereas once I was blind, now I can see. Now I can see.